Fantastic.
Very good.
Thank you. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about kind of my journey here at the Hotel Pattee, a little history on how I got here, why we purchased the hotel, how we funded the project. I'm going to talk to you about 3 quick life lessons that I think are very important as a business person, business leader, business manager. And then we'll open up for questions and answers. And then we will take some tours of the hotel. We have some guest rooms opened upstairs, and we have some volunteers from the community that are retired who help us give tours. So you get to see some of our rooms and everything like that. A little bit about the Hotel Pattee. You're sitting in a hotel that's over 100 years old. And in 1996, a lady who was born and raised here in Perry, who now lives in California, came back to Perry and gifted the renovation of this hotel to the community. And she invested about $15 million into this project. Then she also redid the Carnegie Library across the street. She redid City Hall and the Town Craft next door, which is a Iowa State extension office. And then she ran this hotel for 10 years as a 4-diamond, 4-star hotel, which we are in the process of trying to get that designation back. Again, we think that would give us a little bit more traction in terms of growing our business. At any rate, she closed the hotel in 2006, and the hotel remained empty for 2 years. And then a group out of Leawood, Kansas purchased the property in 2008, and they ran the hotel for 5 years. And they closed. They were getting a subsidy from the city. Has anyone here ever heard of TIF? TIF funding? So they got TIF funding of $750,000, basically $150,000 a year for a 5-year period. And when that funding dried up in the summer of 2013, RAGBRAI came through, the bank took the asset back. How we found out about it was kind of neat. My wife and I were part owners of a hotel property in Omaha, and when we sold that a little over 3 years ago now, almost 4 years ago, we found out about the Hotel Pattee, and we came here and we visited the property. We overnighted, met with the mayor and his wife, and we met with the city administrator. And at that point, the hotel was for sale, but I wasn't real comfortable with the purchase price. And having that type of debt retirement for the level of business I thought we could generate here. So we went away, and then the 1 year later is when the hotel closed, and the mayor called me and basically said, hey, the hotel is going back to the bank. If you and Denise are still interested, this may be a good time to come here. Kind of a funny story about that. Denise was, that was on a Saturday, and I was working at my kitchen table, and Denise was out grocery shopping and came back, and I asked her the question before she even put the bags down, you know, do you want to go for this? And she was like, yeah. So I got on a plane, was up here that next Monday. That was on a Saturday, got up here on a Monday. Met with the president of the bank. They held the asset at that time, and he was a very nice guy. We're still friends. He basically, on the business level, said, we're going to take 100% cash offers. We are going to put it to silent to bid, and we're going to do it quickly. So my first reaction was, I'm out of the game. I don't have 100% cash. But then I started thinking, and I've always heard the term OPM, other people's money. And has anybody ever heard of that before, OPM? So got to thinking, okay, how can I raise some money? And so I literally just started meeting people in town. We knew 4 people in Perry on that Monday. The 5th person was the banker. And he basically, the bank was not interested in holding a note on this project. It had not had a very successful history. And from a calculated risk perspective, they just didn't want anything to do with it. I understand that. Long story short, within 3 weeks, we raised $750,000 by complete strangers here in Perry. I did presentations at the town craft. I met with people one-on-one over coffee, went to their home, and we raised $750,000 in about a 3-week period. And we were the successful bidder at the bank on the 28th of September. We did write a check for cash, and we took the asset over that day. And so the lesson for me is, in that story, is I've been a restaurateur and a hotelier my whole life, and I worked hard, and I still work very hard, but I always worked hard for someone else. And it was time to take that leap of faith and say, I'm ready to, take all that knowledge and go to work for myself and my family and build some wealth that way.